Mixed emotions, firstly, because I'm deeply touched by the outcome of the 3rd of August results. People of this country decided abuse, it's enough with it. That's the reason why we see them putting us in a situation where we had to negotiate a coalition government. But secondly, also important, is after being put into the situation, sense prevailed with all the political parties. We felt it is time to bring in a new administration, and all of us agreed on this, and here is the outcome. So for me, this is now where the big job starts, because we need to go out there and ensure that we can make Johannesburg that great city that we all want to live in.
A lot of residents tonight having anxiously awaited for the announcement of the new executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg. What can residents expect from you, let's say in the next couple of days?
Well, I think as the DA, throughout our campaign, we committed ourselves on 3 important things. We asked people to vote for us in power. Vote us in power so that we can create jobs. 800,000 of our residents, 1 in 3, are unemployed today. So we've got to make sure that we create a government that can create that enabling environment for people to find employment. Find employment working with the private sector, because government is not the employer. Secondly, we committed ourselves to fight corruption. This deep-rooted corruption that we've seen in our city, we are declaring it as of tonight public enemy number 1. Lastly, what is also important, we need to speed up service delivery to our people. People of Alexander, people of Zandsprays, Carsons, Lowly, and all these places deserve a better Johannesburg. Johannesburg where people can have toilets, people can have running water, can have electricity. So I will be announcing my plan. I wanted to do this tonight, but unfortunately with the passing away of one of our councillors, I decided to postpone this until the 13th of September at our first council meeting. I will then outline and announce our plans going forward.
Are you going to be pro-poor as the Democratic Alliance now takes over the city of Johannesburg?
Well, the poor members of our community is what drove me to enter politics. I entered politics because I looked at my life 57 years ago. This Friday, I'm actually turning 57. Growing up with no parents around, my mother working as a domestic worker here in Johannesburg, looking after white children and cleaning white homes. My father died when I was 2. I know what it is to be hungry. And in 1994, I thought the new South Africa would create opportunities for them. And that's why I entered politics, and I was deeply touched by my experiences in our poor communities. And I'm making a pledge to them that under my administration, under DA-led administration in the city of Johannesburg, they are going to be our key priority.
City officials, of course, lots of worry there, especially at City Hall, as well as people wonder whether, in fact, they're going to retain their jobs. What is your message to public servants that work within the city of Johannesburg now that you have officially been declared the mayor of the city?
Well, I don't believe anyone needs to get concerned about their jobs. However, I've made a commitment to the voters that I want to bring a professional civil service into play. Our people have been abused for many years. With this process, we've given the power back to society. Our voters out there, residents of Johannesburg, are going to be our bosses. And I want everyone who subscribes to that philosophy of understanding that residents of Johannesburg are our bosses, then that's the kind of civil service that I want.
What's your relationship with the EFF this evening?
Well, I think wonderful. I'm actually looking forward working with the EFF and other parties to ensure that we can go out there, work hard to give dignity to our people. We cannot live in a city that has been declared a world-class African city, when our people across the road from where I live don't have toilets, they don't have running water. This is totally unacceptable. We've got to fix it. And I hope and trust that all my colleagues are going to join me in ensuring that we can correct this.